Hi everyone, Jack and Kel here. We could not be more excited for you and what you're about to experience this year.
This is such a great program, but what we would love to say is for any questions, any support or advice, we've both been through the program, so we can help you, get in touch, use your networks, but really leverage us to support you and make the most of this fantastic opportunity.
You will love it, and we look forward to partnering with you.
So hi, I'm Jack. I was fortunate to participate in the program a couple of years ago, and then I actually worked to partner and bring the program to life in my business. What I can say is every time I speak to a participant of any cohort, the impact that it has had on them from their career, from their personal life, and also just that sense of self and purpose is immense. We've had some wonderful stories of people really, finding new pathways at work, finding love. So people have set themselves a goal. Be bold, that year of this is your year, and naming your year becomes really powerful. And again, sharing that with your cohort and with those around you can only lead to success. So the coaching element of the program is really important, and it's often the thing that people remember most and reflect on most. The best advice I would give any of you is really use that time wisely. So don't just turn up without having thought about what you're going to talk about. Spend that time, what's on your mind, and remember that it is confidential. So if it's a work issue, a personal issue, just lean into that conversation and know that you will be heard, and that with you, we'll try and find solutions that actually drive that outcome and really help you achieve your goals. So one of the pieces that we'll be getting you to do right at the beginning of the program is completing your Gallup Strengths. This is a great tool, and it'll actually help you understand so much more about yourself and really lead you to be successful. It's really important that you have this on day one, because all of the content actually reflects back and references the strengths. And like I said, it's a great tool to help you through the program, but like you'll hear from our participants, it's something that they've really leveraged post the program and in their everyday life. So one of the things that's really important is that you set the right amount of time and commitment to the program. So it's not just about turning up for the workshops or for a coaching session. It's some of that reflection in between. It might be those connections and conversations that you're having with other participants, with your mentor, or online with the group. So we'd really encourage you to think about how you can carve out that time. Have a conversation with your leader. They're there to support you and make sure that you're successful. So make sure you're really clear on what you need in terms of time from them. And at home, make sure that you're really clear that this is time for you to invest in yourself. And I just really encourage you to make the most of that and just carve away those extra couple of hours a week to really invest in yourself, reflect, and learn and grow. So through the program, we will actually be talking to you and your manager at the start. And that conversation really does set the tone of how we'll work with your manager and make sure that they understand the time that you're going to need to participate, but also the support that you're going to need. We'll also, at the end of the program, have another conversation to close out what you've learned and what growth and development that they've seen in you to really help support those outcomes and really reflect on the learnings and the difference that it's made to you personally and hopefully to your career. So this program's a little bit different to maybe what you've experienced before. We're going online, we're going virtual. So again, make sure when you're connecting virtually that you're in a really good space, that you feel comfortable in front of the camera, because we do want to see you when we want to engage with you. What it does mean though is we'll be using other ways of connecting you between those sessions. So again, make those connections, use your networks of the cohort that you're in, and really leverage the technology, whether that's the e-magazine or the workplace group that we'll set up. And let's make sure that we connect you all and that you feel really supported and really connected all the way through the program and beyond. So before we do any of those virtual workshops, what we would do is encourage you to join maybe half an hour early for an informal coffee catch up. So for us, it's about sitting down, seeing what's on everyone's mind, just reconnecting before we get into that content. It's a really good way to just, again, carve out that space so that when the content comes, you're really prepared and ready versus just sitting down and getting into the content. So I'd really encourage you to join that little bit early and, again, make the most of the cohort of these wonderful women that you are working with. So we've got lots of great content. So whether it's in the magazine or it's a learning nudge, think about the things that are most important to you. Have a look through those nudges and really identify a couple that you're going to commit to, and in your own time, have a look at the content, download that, and again, reflect on it, maybe buddy with someone else in the program, share your learnings. But again, there are so many resources for you to use now, and you can download them for later. So it's always with you. In 2 years, 5 years time, you might remember that article and you're going to have it at your fingertips.